The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 214, being recorded on July the 14th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus the Box Fight. Today, I'm joined by the crew plus one. Starting from the Great White North, Ryan Gibson. Gib 8777 is back. Welcome back, Ryan.
What is going on, everybody? 214 episodes of Horrible Gamers. Let's do this.
That's right. And from the West Coast to Best Coast, my friend Henley Merrill, Gunny Chief, is back.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. And, yeah, from Chicago, I guess that's the Midwest, I've been told. I guess. I mean, I thought it was East Coast. But from the Midwest, Illinois, Chicago, my friend Clint Thiele, Vengeful Jedi, is here. Welcome.
Wait. Hang on a second. Isn't it Mid-East?
It's Midwest.
No, we are considered Midwest, believe it or not.
You're west of the Central?
There's no such
Where
thing
does
as
that
Mid.
Mississippi fall?
We are in the Central Time Zone.
You're in the Central Time Zone.
And
So-
if you look on the map where Mississippi is, Illinois is west of Mississippi.
Bam! West Coast.
So is that what like marks the line?
all right.
Mississippi
All right.
River.
I think so.
Okay.
So like if you're like on the east of the Mississippi River, what are you considered? Mid-East or East
No,
Coast?
I think then you're just considered Eastern.
That's stupid. Why do they call it Midwest? Why
Yeah.
don't they just say middle?
I don't know.
Mid.
Well,
It's the Horrible Gamers podcast geography lesson.
because Nebraska is the only state that's considered middle.
Nebraska, really?
Yeah, they say it's like Middle America, or AKA the middle of nowhere.
Well, no one lives there. Who the fuck lives in Nebraska?
Corn.
Yeah, but
farmers?
I've also heard the same thing about North Dakota.
Yeah, who lives in North Dakota?
Mark.
I
from
actually know two people in
PXL
North
does?
Dakota. Okay, big
Oh,
that's
man.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, let's get the show started here. If you want to, you can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. Horrible Gamers Podcast Community is our Facebook group. Go join it if you can. If you have a Facebook, if you don't have a Facebook, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Join our Discord. There you go. Discord. So, yeah. I think it's called Horrible Gamers Podcast on there. I don't know if you could search for it or if you need a link, email us, message us. We'll get you a link. Feedback at horriblegamers.com is our email address. Our Patreons this month are Jonathan Hall, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Thiele, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, and we got a new one for next month. But if you want to be a new one like this other guy, go to patreon.com/horriblegamers. And big shout out and thank you to David Snyder for joining the Patreon family. We love you, David.
Yay! Thanks, David.
Yay! Thanks, Dave.
Awesome dude, man. Awesome dude. Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistics. It's called The Breakout. Our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl. And I want to apologize ahead of time because I'm sick, guys. I am sick.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time breathing. I don't know. It's been going on for like about a month now, dude. I went to the hospital a few weeks ago. They were like, oh, you're fine. You just have asthma. Here's some breathing treatments. And then they let me go. Now, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm dying again. So I don't know, guys.
Don't they offer anything
Don't
like
die on us,
long-term?
Jesus.
Like as far as like
Yes and no. Yes, I have to go to the doctor to do that. Like the hospital just treats you for whatever you have when you go in. They don't give you like long-term solutions ever.
that sucks.
Yeah, hospitals kind of suck because they're really expensive.
Yeah, they are.
But up
but,
here, they're not.
Mr. Free Healthcare. I should go to
Walk
Canada.
into a merge and be like, I can't breathe. And they'll be like, come with us.
Ooh.
Come with us, my son.
They do the same thing here, but then they ask you for your address.
Yeah.
Your first
And then they're like, what's your social security?
Couple things,
No, you
right?
don't have good enough credit to.
They're like, we
When
know you
you
have
roll-
limbs hanging off and you can barely breathe right now, but can you verify proof of insurance?
Oops.
Yes, that's exactly what they do here. So, yeah, and actually went to an out of network hospital because I have a certain insurance provider, and I went to a hospital that wasn't their hospital. So I know they're gonna cover some of it, but not all of it. It's gonna suck. Anyways, let's get into what we've been playing. I played a lot of games this week, kind of a lot of new games. I feel like I played a lot of new games. Starting off, just to give a quick update from last week. Witcher 3. I'm still playing it, guys. I made it to like Skellige.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
The old
I made it
Skellige.
there. I made it there, and I met up with Yennefer, and I helped the dude go fight the giant, and we killed the giant. Or wait, did we kill the giant? I don't know what the fuck we did. We did something on that island where I had to go find the dude. And yeah, everybody on that island seems weird to me. On that Skellige Island, they all seem like Vikings or something. You know what I mean? Like they don't seem like normal people. They seem like they're just fucking crazy.
Like all the NPCs that are.
Yeah, like all the characters in there, they're all just crazy. They all just want to fight and shit and kill each other, and they don't give a fuck. They have no alliances to anybody.
Right.
They have a king, but the king is just kind of like it's a random person they pick. It's not like a line of succession. They're just like, oh, you killed all the bad people. You're now the king. It's like if the most badass person can be king, why is not Geralt? Why isn't he gonna be joining the king? You know what I mean? Like, make him the king. He could kill anything. He could kill monsters, giants, whatever.
Yeah, I mean I think that's what sets this game apart is there is no semblance and order in some of those areas.
Yeah, it's just like it's like all like whatever. Every man for himself. Every clan themselves in that island. It's kind of crazy, but I like how different it is from the first area, like the first map or whatever, where like it's all country and fields and castles and cities and shit. And like you go out here and like to these islands that are like fucking stormy and cloudy all the time. It's always storming and it's always raining and it's all cloudy and there's all these freaking monsters and there's little flying assholes that come out of the water and they attack your boat.
And you get those you'll get those like Snorlax type creatures that you can go out and fight.
Yeah, you got a lot of different creatures. So I mean, I like the game a lot, dude. I put in over 40 hours so far.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm cruising right along. I beat the Triss side quest where you help her like liberate all the people from the town or whatever.
Yeah, you'll go through several missions with her where it'll just, once you trigger that, she'll, because you're looking for her, right? And then it'll come up and basically it's just a lot of sword fighting. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game, dude. It's fucking incredible. Just play it. There's nothing else I could say about it. Just play it. It's cool. I like it, and I'm increasing my stats and all that bullshit. And it's kind of confusing at first, but I kind of got the hang of it.
Yeah, it goes up slowly, no matter what you do. So it's designed to be that way.
Yeah. I figured that out. I've done a lot of side quests, dude, and I spent like 10 hours on side quests. Like one side quest took me like 10 hours. I'm like, how the fuck did this take me 10 hours? Like this is a full size game. Within the game, that's not even part of the main story. It's just like a side quest. That's 10 hours. It's like, what other game does that? There's no other game that I've ever played that has done that for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was really impressed with like that Triss side quest, that whole side quest with her. That was like a 10-hour side quest. The whole side quest with Dandelion and the actor, the chick that sings or whatever, Priscilla. Like that whole side quest was like another 6 hours or 7 hours. Just that alone. It's like all these side quests are. They're in the game and they're not really the main story at all. Because when you look at the mission, it says this is a side quest. This isn't even part of your main story. Like, it's kind of weird.
Right. And that side quest with him where with Dandelion, like you go in and like she's a pretty hot chick, right? And just like, what does she want with this like loser, you know? Like it's crazy. But you still got to go like, find him.
I was thinking that the whole fucking time. I'm like, is Geralt gonna bang this chick or what's going on here?
Right,
and like, Geralt never makes a move on her, and it's like, to me, it kind of shows his friendship with Dandelion, right? Because he knows that she's in love with him or whatever. And I'm like, so Geralt has like boundaries. The dude knows boundaries, you know? He's like, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna fuck with this chick. She's in love with Dandelion.
Yeah, and every time he'd go up to her, and it was more than several times where it's like it would go to the next part of the mission, right? And you would think like every time he goes to meet her, like. No, he was like totally respectful, like every time.
Totally. Like no making,
hey, what's up?
No making like weird comments to her, nothing. I was like, that's kind of weird because when you see his like dialogue choices with like Triss, he has sometimes like he can make choices with her, you know, or like decisions where he could say something funny or something to like kind of show her that he's into her, you know. But with this other chick, it was like nothing at all. I was like, this is pretty cool, you know, And I did that whole side quest, and I felt really bad for her in the end for what happened to her.
Yeah.
I caught that fucking killer, dude. I was like, my mission is to catch this motherfucker. And I chased him down, and I killed him. But yeah. It's a cool game, dude. Cool fucking game. Anyways, guys, I got other games to talk about here. Really cool games, actually. So we'll get into them in a second. But I guess I'll let Ryan go since he wants to go. See him to go.
I don't care, man. I was zoning out with your Witcher talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. That game does not catch me every time I try to play it.
So good,
don't start with the fucking emojis, you asshole.
I don't know what it is, dude. All of a sudden, I started playing it, and everything just clicked. And like the immersion and the stories that they're telling in that fucking game are beyond anything.
I know, man.
It's beyond anything I fucking play. Like I said, the side quests are 10 hours long and shit. I'm like.
I don't know. I've tried to play that game like 3 times now, and I just like it just doesn't fucking get me. I don't know what's up with it. Everyone always raves about it and says it's so great, and I'm just like,
One thing I say, I'm not playing this shit in like super hard death march mode. I'm playing it in the easy mode.
Yeah.
And now that I've got the hang of it, I feel like I could probably restart the game in the normal mode and go through it that way. Because now I kind of understand the combat and the stupid signs and the spells and the oils and all this other shit you got to do. Like, if you're going to go fight a certain monster, you got to craft a certain potion and a certain fucking oil to put on your blade. And
I hate that shit. I fucking hate it.
All that shit is deep, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot to learn.
Anyways, I'm still playing Moonlighter. I'm fucking loving that game so much. I can't put it down. I just keep playing it. I had a bunch of other games that I wanted to play this week, and like Moonlighter, I was just stuck on it. I've just been playing it like crazy. I streamed a little bit of it. I had a couple people pop in and take a look. So thanks for coming into my stream, and I'll probably stream a little more. Maybe later today. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, I'm still gushing over this game. It's fun. It's a good little indie game. I hope you keep playing it, Jesus. Get back into it. But yeah, Moonlighter. So I'm not going to keep going on about it. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What have you been playing, Henley?
I've been playing State of Decay 2.
No, still?
Yeah, still playing it. I
After my Moonlighter talk?
Yeah,
you sound so disappointed.
I know, but I dug into it more. Dude. I really wanted to, because I love the first one so much, I wanted to play other games, more games this week, but playing multiplayer. I've been getting more into that, into the co-op. Shout out to gamertag Interlatus and Osama Ben Slammin. Thank you guys for helping out and jumping into my game. And I joined their game as well, and just had a lot of fun collecting resources and trying to get my whatever they call it, your respect or your points or whatever to get a bigger base.
Influence.
Yeah, your influence points. So it's getting there. I've got I think I have 6 or 7 cars now at my base, and full of rucksack, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, but
nice.
Just tired of being at the same base for just having limited amount of a watchtower and just
that's shitty, but
because I have so many mods, I want to upgrade these mods, but you can only have one at a time, and you can switch them out, but I thought it was pretty cool joining Osama Ben Slammin's game. he's got a pretty nice base and was going.
It's been smashing. It's Osama bin smashing.
Sorry, John. Osama
Get it straight, bro. Get it straight.
Yeah. So joined his game, and then he had and you were helping out Jesus as well.
Was I?
Yeah, with the builders, having the builders mission.
I don't remember that, but I mean, I guess.
You were playing something else, and then you left. But yeah, he built the. I think it was
having an asthma attack. He lost.
I was having an asthma attack, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know.
Dude, you might have, because you just kind of left quietly after a while. But
oh, did I? Well,
yeah.
I could have died. Guys, I'm telling you, I feel like I could die sometimes. You know, like scary.
Shit, I thought you just dropped out. But anyway, he built that large sniper tower. And
that thing is cool, dude, because you can call the snipers like anywhere on the map. You could be across the map and call for sniper support, and they'll be able to shoot the zombies around you from like across the map.
No, I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Unless they nerfed it. They could have nerfed it, and then that's like a whole different story. Like, you know.
So you could probably go into your community and then go there, and while you're like maybe before you're going to kill a play card and call in sniper support. That's cool.
Yeah,
I found the artillery strike today. I found the artillery strike base. So I don't know how that works, but that'll be something I'm going to claim once I get the.
Pretty much, you just throw like a little smoke grenade down on the ground, wherever the hell you want them to throw a mortar strike at, and then you run like hell, and they blow that shit up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
That's it.
Yeah. So I got my military vehicle today. I got another one, and I upgraded that to something called the Big Boss or something like that. Yeah, so that's cool. I got that going. That's like a 4-door. It's got like 8 slots you can put stuff in, so I'll be cruising that around. But I've been liking the Jeeps a lot. Only have 6 slots, and they do really good on gas, which that's part of the DLC and the Independence Day pack. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying that game quite a bit. So, and was talking to a few people on Xbox Live, and we're gonna probably play some more of that. Enjoying that. What have you been playing, Clint?
Well, didn't get to play as much as I thought I was going to this week, but apparently I've still been playing quite a bit, even if it was just a little bit here and there. Last night I got to play a good chunk of that Warhammer Vermintide 2. It's on Game Pass now. I'm really digging it.
That's one of the games I wanted to play this week, and I just never got around to it.
Well, dude, in the tutorial, the prologue, when I first swung my sword and it instantly decapitated this like rat dude coming at me, I knew I was in love.
The rat thing is pretty cool.
I played a lot of that game actually this week too, Clint, and
yeah,
it's good. It's a good game for being on Game Pass. It's a really good game. I mean, it's $30 if you don't have Game Pass, which I mean,
dude,
I guess I could recommend it.
Even with the Game Pass, I'm considering getting the $15 expansion.
What does that add?
I don't know, but I'm liking the game that much. I just don't care.
But I mean, I
did buy that.
Yeah.
So TXL.
I've been playing a lot of the game, and I beat the entire first act, and I'm running with the dude who, the first guy, his name is Kruber, something like that. He has the cool hat and the cool looking armor. He looks like a conquistador, basically, but with like black armor.
Yeah, like the mercenary or whatever.
Yeah, the mercenary is what he's called. Yeah,
dude, that's who I'm running.
I'm running him, and I got him to level 5 or level 6 now, and I've unlocked a lot of loot for him. I like the loot system, how you can unlock the chest and get better guns and better like swinging melee weapons.
Oh yeah.
And I quickly learned playing with people that you have to use a mic a lot in this game because people are assholes if you don't use a mic. Mm-hmm. So people that like to play without mics, I don't recommend playing this game.
Yeah. And always double check your challenges.
Mm-hmm. Well, the challenges are kind of, they're just there all the time. And I mean, I guess after you do the missions, you want to go check which ones you got done.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You want to check them because you get your...
Yeah, you don't check them before you go into the mission. Just check them after you're done with the mission. Because 95% of the time, you'll have some kind of dumb challenge done where like, kill 5 people with the sword. Blow up 5 different things. Kill a troll. Kill this. Kill that. And like, for all those things, you get a chest. So you get a chance to unlock like some cool shit. I mean, I unlocked some pretty cool stuff. My guy's power level 170 something now.
Nice.
So there is a power level to the game where your loot upgrades your power level, which upgrades the type of missions you can go into. You start off with recruit, then you can go to like normal, and then like hardcore, and then whatever. Like it's just based on power levels what you can go into.
Yeah. I only got to play a couple. Yeah, I only got to play a couple last night. I think I'm at power level like 77 right now.
Yeah.
But still, it was a good game. Other than that, I tried a little bit of that Assault Android Cactus. It's that the twin stick shooter that's the current game with gold.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, it was I guess a fun, quirky little thing. Played some Sea of Thieves, and I wish I caught the gamer tag of the asshole I fought last night. But if you're listening to this, fuck you.
Well, he's probably not listening to this.
A griefer, huh? Plenty of those.
Probably not listening to.
Well, no. So check this shit out. Okay, so I'm with my buddies Ian and Nathan, and we're going and doing our thing. This dude, like this sloop, starts just coming, and dude's just a lot faster than our ship. And he's just being a prick, just trying to shoot at us. Starts a storm. We're trying to, steer and everything. Pushes us off the fucking map. So, we've got the water turning red. We've got, we're finding it hard to stay in a direction. It's storming, and, we're trying to keep the ship from falling apart. Get back in. And then right when we get back in, what shows up but the goddamn Megalodon? It was like the perfect storm of shit last night. But it was fun. We got away. Thankfully Bruce went after the other ship. He took down the sloop. Yeah, Bruce is the Megalodon. He's actually really nice. He's a little misunderstood. No, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, now granted, I kind of left out that the reason that the guy was pissed off and came after us was because we might have stolen his ship and sunk it when he was at port.
Well, that gives him a good reason then. You guys are the assholes.
Yeah, you guys are the assholes, not him.
Yeah, but still. Hey, at least we walked away and didn't get taken out again by a giant shark. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, played that little bit of Rocket League, and then last Sunday I kind of got to sit around a bit and had some time, and I jumped back onto the Switch and played a little SteamWorld Dig and a little bit of Mario Kart.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm thinking about, I keep seeing shit for that Octopath Traveler.
You gonna get it?
I don't know. I mean, it looks intriguing and it looks pretty cool and stuff, but I don't know that I can justify $60 on it. I haven't paid $60 for this game yet.
You do know that there's a 3-hour trial on it, right?
I did not.
Yeah, you could play the game for 3 hours.
I played the first hour on the Switch.
I'm about to get this trial downloaded.
You do that, buddy.
Might as well try it.
Yeah.
You're interested.
I've been hearing good things about it.
Yeah, watch. Next week I'll be talking about how I spent $60 on the game.
It's funny that you say that, Gunny, because I heard bad things at first, but then people started coming around to it. I think in the beginning it's really slow, like super 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 slow, and people were getting bored. But then it apparently picks up once you get into it.
Yeah, so what I heard was just the different characters have different stories. But you get to take a collection of your characters with you, but it's only one person's story, and some of them are kind of, I don't know, they just said Shakespearean, where it's like, okay, that's just too much Shakespeare in certain characters. So probably it's just a lot of dialogue going on between you and the other characters.
Which I'm cool with. I'm cool with narrative.
Yeah, but I mean, getting.
Well, when you only have 3 hours, And you spend
that is true.
so much time just reading stuff, right? It's like, fuck, get to the game already, right?
I can see that. It'd be like if there was like an hour trial of a Metal Gear game.
Yeah, you watch
because of
an hour of
cutscene alone is fucking an hour.
And you can't skip it. Yeah, it's going to be an issue. But JRPGs are not in my wheelhouse anyway.
Yeah, you see, I enjoy them, but that's pretty much what I've been playing. There's a lot more I want to play. Oh, and I did play like a mission in Defiance 2050. I downloaded that last night.
I downloaded that last night too, but I haven't played it, so yeah.
It's the exact same
game. Yeah, so I already played it before, so I'm not really
it's exactly the same thing, but I felt like I was able to just pick it right back up and just dive right into it.
Yeah, that game was all right. Like it was okay.
For the type of game it is, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
for the big MMO type games like that, I think that's the one I've spent like the most time on.
Yeah,
definitely reminds me of
anything else, Jesus?
Shooter.
Yeah, I got plenty of games to talk about, man. So, like Clint was saying, Warhammer Vermintide 2, it's a good game, dudes. Play it. It gets really hectic in there. During the first 3 missions, the game looked gorgeous and it ran super smooth. When it came down to the 4th mission that I was doing, which is Act 1, Part 4, I guess, it got really choppy. The frame rate was dropping quite a bit. I don't know. They might need to optimize that a little bit better. Hopefully it doesn't carry on to the other missions that are probably going to feature more enemies as the game gets harder, right? Because you get swarmed, dude. Like it's like Diablo, where like there'd be like 50 enemies on the screen at once just coming at you and attacking you, and you got to hack at them and shoot at them and cast spells and all kinds of shit. It's a cool game, though, man. I can't wait to play this with you guys.
I'm really excited to play it.
Yeah, it's like a really good loot game. Like you just go in there and you just go through a mission. You're just killing shit. It's like Diablo, pretty much. That's what it is, but in first person.
To me, it felt very, very Left 4 Dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, yeah, it reminds me a lot of Left 4 Dead, but like Left 4 Dead is a lot of guns and shit, and there's guns in this game, but
it's like
but it's not just in that; it's in the behavior of some of the special creatures.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll grab onto you and pull you back, and somebody's got to shoot you free.
Yeah. And there's a really cool one that he has a duel of swords. He's called the Assassin, and the little fucker, dude, he'll jump out in front of you, and then all of a sudden he disappears because he dashes across the screen to like another part. And if you don't track him, if you're like too busy attacking another one of his friends or whatever, and you lose track of him, all of a sudden he'll run at you and jump on you and start stabbing you really fast, and it's like you're like disabled. You gotta like wait for one of your teammates to come rescue you. And there's another one that like has a stick, and he kind of traps you, like how like dog catchers trap dogs with like the stick and they wrap the shit around their neck. That's how this dude traps you, and he's dragging you across the map. He's taking you to like a hideout. And if he takes you there, all of a sudden you're like, your teammates have to rescue you from that area, but they have to go rescue you from like a different part of the map. So they have to go untie you and get you out of there or you just be there for the whole match.
That's cool. Like Left 4 Dead when you get locked in the closet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
and then there was the dude. I had this happen last night. A dude gets up behind me, and I swear it was almost like a trident or a spear or something, but he had me like impaled. Like he came up from behind me and like impaled me, and I was just up in the air and I couldn't move and do anything.
Yeah. So I mean, that game is amazing. Good game. Fucking Game Pass is awesome. Game Pass is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of Game Pass, I played another game that came out on Game Pass this week. Came out the same day Vermintide 2 came out. It's called Bomber Crew.
I wanted to try this. I downloaded it. I hadn't loaded it up yet.
I gotta download that now.
So fucking good. Oh my god.
It looks funny.
I so much of it, dude. And it's a cartoony looking game. It looks a lot like I don't know, like a blocky, like blocky art style, kind of cartoony. Anyways, the goal is you're controlling a B-52 bomber, World War II, and you have a crew of people in the plane. You'll have, I think it's 6 or 7 people. You have a pilot, the navigator, the radio person, the engineer, and 3 gunners. And like one of the gunners is also the bomber, the guy that drops the bombs and takes the photos and stuff. So like your mission will be like, oh, we need to go destroy this base over here because that's where the enemy is, and we got to destroy the base. So you go over, and the camera's kind of weird because you press X, it'll zoom into the plane, but you're not in the plane. You can see into the plane though from the side, and you can see the plane and where the people are sitting, and you command them to do different tasks. So like before you take off, you gotta like press B and press down and go. Like there's a list of all your people on the plane on the left. You go down to the pilot, and then you press take off, and you have to press that. So and he'll take off, and then real quick I'll switch over to my engineer, and I'll put he's the one that's controlling the fuel mixes. Like he can boost the airplane to like use more fuel and be faster, but you're using up more fuel, right? So usually I tell him to lean. So when you put it on to lean, he'll increase the fuel, like the fuel, how long it'll last you. So instead of lasting you 10 minutes, it'll last you an hour and a half or something like that. And this is all real time too. Like it'll tell you have an hour of fuel left or 20 minutes of fuel left. So, you boost that, then you got to tell the pilot to race the landing gear. Then you got to tell like all the people to go to different shit and do different things. And then it is cool, man, because when you get into dogfights, it's just so fucking awesome because you basically pan around and you have a little circle when you're panning around the airplane, and you hold left trigger to kind of focus on a group of enemies, like enemy pilots, and your gunners automatically start shooting at them. And sometimes your gunners have to reload, so you have to send them to get more ammo, but you got to make sure it's like a constant thing where you're managing the whole airplane so it doesn't go down. And it's good, man. I haven't lost. Well, for a while, I didn't lose some of my crew until like a tragic incident happened, guys. I went to a mission, and no, dude, I went to this mission and like it said medium risk, and it said there was an ace, like an ace pilot, an enemy ace in the air. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it because like the main missions are really hard, like really, really hard. So you gotta like upgrade your airplane, right? You gotta upgrade the guns. Like there's like upgrades you can do to them where like you don't have to reload them anymore. They're kind of like automatically fed ammo. You can upgrade like the fuselage. You can make it more armored, and you gotta kind of like sometimes if your engines are not upgraded, you cannot put more weight on the airplane. So there's certain upgrades you cannot put on the airplane until you upgrade the engines because you got to increase the weight, the airplane can carry, all this stuff. Anyways, I went to do this mission. My entire crew had survived about 10 to 15 missions already. Like I did a bunch of them with these guys. It was all perfect. I had all my people leveled up. All of a sudden we go do this mission, dude, and it was like blow up these 2 bases and like make it back to base. So we blow up the 2 bases, dude, and we're getting like shot left and right. I don't even know what to do. Like one of my guys gets like shot and he's down. So I have to send like one of my other gunners to like revive him real quick. And like, it's a fucking mess, dude. Anyways, I'm like, oh, we made it out, right? We make it back to like London because that's where the game is based, like in England. And we made it back to London. And as the airplane, as I'm getting prepared to land, my airplane is beat up. It's completely shot to shit. It looks like Swiss cheese, dude. Like there's like holes everywhere on the plane. Like 2 of the engines fell off. Another engine caught fire. It's all fucked up. Like the airplane is going like on fumes right now, dude. Like we barely made it out. And I look and there's no landing gear. My landing gear got shot off.
No.
So I'm like,
belly land.
I'm like, hey, there's no landing gear. There's no way I'm gonna be able to land this fucking airplane. And I was thinking, what do I do? So I said, fuck it. You know what? Because you can like, as the pilot, you can say emergency bail out. And like everybody just bails out. Like they try to grab a parachute and there's not enough parachutes. Well, then they just stay with the plane until it goes down. But if there's enough parachutes, they'll all try to jump out of the airplane. Then you got to go send a rescue team to rescue them. And all this other shit happens. I was like, I don't want to deal with that, right? I'm just going to land the airplane because I'm right here at the airport. We have 1 wheel. We can land this fucking plane. No, dude. As soon as we got to land, like the whole front of the airplane got smashed, and like one of my persons died. And it was sad, fucking sad. That's the story of Bomber Crew.
Sounds like a game I want to play.
I want to check it out. Yeah,
it's good. There's a lot of like little managing things, like upgrade this, upgrade that, level up. Like you can level up the characters to like do different tasks. So like if your engineer reaches level, I think it's level 3 or 4, you can teach him to do like a different thing. You can teach him to do like first aid or teach him how to be a pilot or teach him how to be like the radio person or teach him how to be the navigator. I mean, they can all do kind of everything, but like the navigator's the best at navigating, right? Obviously. And like the radio person's the best at the radio thing. And like if you can teach a radio how to like be an engineer and fix the plane, it'll be able to help out. Like, if you're getting shot at by a bunch of people, you can send more people to the turrets and have that guy running around fixing things while the pilot and the navigator are trying to get you out of there. It's a lot of things like that in the game. This is good. It's a really good game. I didn't think I was going to like this game at all. I was like, this looks so lame. So lame. But man, is it fucking good. Oh, so good.
Cool.
Good. I love
Nice.
it. Play it, guys. I highly recommend my crew. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure. Was that it, Jesus?
I got 2 more. City Skylines. I was playing that last night.
No one cares.
No one cares. It's a fucking
We're
city.
over that. I want to hear it. That's my
city's
jam right there.
My city's okay, Gunny. It's okay. I'm trying to bring in tourism, and I don't know how. So I'm figuring all that bullshit out.
Wait, did you say tourism or terrorism?
Tourism. Terrorism. No, not terrorism. No, I don't want terrorists in my city. I want tourists in my city.
I think if you're just, I would think that if you just bring I'm trying to think of what the cruise boats, right? The cruise.
No,
boats?
I have everything. I have 3 cruise liners. I have 2 airports. I have trains up the ass. There was no tourists coming to my city, dude. I mean, I have like almost every single unique building built. I have like the huge malls, the huge Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Those things will bring them in.
No, none of them brought him in. It wasn't until I zoned some of the areas in my city to be a tourist, like attractions, that's when they started to come in. It had to do that. Like if you don't do that, they just don't come in. Like one tourist will come in like in a week. Now like I get a couple hundred a week.
So it's like the commercial.
You got to change it to like tourism, and then like all of a sudden instead of being
that's right. You do have to policies.
Everything turns into like hotels or whatever. Yeah.
So zone it and then make a policy for tourism. Yep.
Yeah, and PUBG, guys, PUBG runs really good now. I'm gonna say that it runs fucking good for now.
Now that no one cares.
It runs. It's pretty solid. I mean, it really is. And right now, for the people listening, there's the PUBG test server is up, and it's on the Miramar map. They've added new weapons. I think they've added a new sniper rifle, a DMR rifle. They've added different scopes to the map now. Where like now there's a 3x scope and a 6x scope.
Damn.
On top of 2 on the 4 and the 8 and the 12 and the 20 or something like that. They added a bunch of scopes pretty much. And they've also added like a duck bill for the shotgun. So like instead of shooting like a circle, it shoots like more flat and for wider, you know. And they've added like a new grip for like the submachine guns. Like the UMP has like a new little like short handle grip. It's called. It's fucking weird. Yeah, PUBG.
Yay,
Cool.
PUBG.
I'll play that again someday.
All right, so I played a new game this week.
Ooh.
Came out on Friday, and it was Danger Zone 2.
Highway 2. Yeah.
The Danger Zone.
How is it different from Danger Zone 1?
Okay, so this time you're not in like the simulation thing. Right? Like it's not like it's not a sim in the simulation.
Tron-like.
It's like there's a city around you and stuff. Although you're usually on bridges and stuff, so you can still fall off and fail. But for the most part, it seems a lot better. And they do this weird thing now where it's like you have to drive through a bunch of shit before you get to the crash zone. So there's like a long strip. Sometimes you have to drive quite a distance before you get to where you're supposed to make the crash happen, right? So like you'll see a thing, it'll be like 2,095 yards before the crash zone. So you have to drive through traffic, swerving through. if the cars are going in the same direction as you, you can hit them, and they can start like crashes and stuff like that. But if you hit like a transport truck or a car going in the opposite direction, you crash and that's over. You got to restart. But it seems like it's a little better than the first one. They've done a little more work and cleaned it up a little bit. It's Xbox One X enhanced, and it looks pretty good. I put it on performance mode instead of was it performance mode?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think the first one had that option as well.
Was it enhanced? I didn't think the first one was
I
enhanced.
thought it was, because I thought it gave you a performance option.
Oh, maybe it is. I
versus
don't
graphics
remember.
Visual or yeah.
But this one definitely looks a lot nicer, and it's cool to watch the cars all break apart into pieces and explode and shit. There are a couple of races that I was having issues with going through. I hate Indy cars with a fucking passion. Whenever they give me an Indy car to drive in a car game, I'm like, you motherfuckers, I hate you so much right now. And it's the same in this game, because I was stuck on a couple of levels with the Indy car. I got through them, but man, did they ever drive me nuts for a little while. I also streamed this the other day. A couple people popped in and watched. We were having fun. So just doing tracks, having a good time. I mean, it's the crash thing. It's still not what I expected. You know what I mean? It's still like, I still feel like I had more fun with the burnout crash mode. But I'm enjoying it still. It's a fun game to just plug away at for a little bit, and in between playing like something like The Witcher or a more heavy story based game. It's when you want to just shut your mind off and kind of have some fun. It's a good game for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danger Zone 2, guys.
Cool.
Check it out. Came out on Friday. I think it's $20. It's $20, so that's not too bad.
So we're $20.
I would, if you like that, yeah. If you're looking for a game like that, I'd say it's worth it.
All right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Gunny? Donnie, you got anything else?
I do. I have one more that I bought. And this was on Steam. It was on sale, called BattleTech.
You were telling me about this. I don't think I'm interested in it at all.
It was only 18. It's normally like at $40-50. So I thought, man, I can't pass this up. And this was recommended by the Mayo on Discord. He was talking about it. I did watch other streams, and yeah, it's a turn-based mech assault game from one of the same developers that did Mech Commander, and it's based on the board game BattleTech, which I don't know much about. But yeah, it was a Kickstarter game, I think, to start out with, published by or made by Harebrained Schemes. And yeah, the first thing that I encountered, I didn't play much of it, just played through the first couple missions, and it's basically a tutorial. It's pretty light though, as far as like just kind of showing you the basics. But it's pretty cool. Like the way it starts out, it's really just like XCOM with mechs. Move your mech forward, and one of the things that's cool is when you move your mech forward, like you'll be in like a hill, mountainous area, and it'll give you the first shot to say, okay, I'm going to move here to this area, and what will I see once I get to this area? Like it'll show like this like white, like a highlighted area to say, okay, you can then see like these other enemies. You can see them initially, but I think what it's kind of showing you is like they're going to be able to see you as well. So you got to choose wisely as to where you want to set up strategically. So yeah, and it just gives a lot of details on the enemy, on your mech, things like that. I know just from watching streams, there's a lot of stuff in the menus, like once you're back at your base, on how to upgrade them, and things you can do to your mech and customizations, and just kind of going back to when you first started out, there is a character background, how you start out, and I think that's probably again based off of like the board game and things like that. So But I won't get into all that. Yeah, I'm gonna play more of it. Just played probably 30 minutes of it, so can't wait to dive into that more. So, yeah, that's all I've been playing, guys.
All right. And just a quick heads up, guys. One other thing that I played last Saturday, I would say I was a part of the most successful HGP game night ever, dude. Fucking crazy. A bunch of people showed up, and like for Halo 5,
Yes.
Saturday night is Halo night. Everyone showed up, dude. That shit was crazy. It was at least 12 people in there, if not more. I mean, it was fucking crazy how many people were in there. And it went smooth. We all played custom games for a while. We all played some Slayer. We all played some big team battles. We had fun, dude. I played for hours. I played till like 1 in the morning. Brink, and Papa Wolfie were the last ones left. And it was 3 in the morning for Papa Wolfie, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta call it a night." So me and Brink stayed on for another hour. And it was incredible, dude. Fucking Halo 5 was fun. Like,
I think I left at midnight.
so many modes, so many fucking things to do. It was incredible, dude. I had a blast. Tonight I plan to be on again. I might be on a little bit later because I got to do some stuff with my kid. But I'll be on tonight, so I'll be playing probably around 9 p.m. Pacific time, if not later. But I usually stay up till like 1 or 2 in the morning on Saturdays, so I'm good.
If that's around the time you're getting on, I think that's about the time I'm actually getting back home.
There you go. If you want to join us for Hilla, dued, be glad to join us, man.
Because Eric St. Nicholas invited me on Saturday. He messaged me and he's like, "Yeah, dude, you should come and play Halo with us." But I couldn't. I was already committed into something. I'd already promised somebody that I'd help with something. But yeah, so
if you want to join us, dude, go ahead.
Yeah, I was pissed that I couldn't make it last week.
Eric was owning me on headshots only.
Eric was doing pretty good. It was funny there. We had some funny moments and a few of those modes where I ended up taking the ghost. I ended up taking the ghost, and I was running everybody over for like ever, dude. It finally killed me. It was a fun time. I just gotta say, it was fun. It was cool. We were playing against each other. We played some SWAT. We played other modes too. We played like
Fiesta Mix. Is that where you get a different weapon each time?
Yeah, for a while there, we ended up going into that mode, and online we ended up playing Fiesta Mix, where like every time you respawn, you end up getting 2 new weapons. Every single time you respawn. So like maybe you'll respawn with like a Spartan laser and like a pistol, or like a sniper rifle and a rocket launcher, like random shit, like. And some people were getting really lucky with their spawns. I kept getting shitty guns. Like for the longest time, I was like, "Dude, where's my hammer? Where's this sword? I want something good." Fuck, and the enemy kept getting hammers. They just got hammers left and right. That was crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, the algorithm was kind of shitty for some people. But
Halo 5, man, the shit was good. It was fun. Then we played that Fun House.
Oh, yeah.
That kid Fun House. It was like a custom map somebody made. It was like a fun house, and it was the infected mode. But like when you first spawn, the people that spawn as not the infected, they could run really, really fast, and they have to complete these things to go through the fun house to like unlock the next room. So like the first thing you got to throw this ball into like a little circle, and like you have to punch the ball, but you have to boost jump towards it and then punch it. So the fucking ball goes into the fucking hole, and then like a door opens behind you, and then you gotta throw grenades into these little things which blow up, and like it dunks the gorilla into the water. And then you go through like a little tunnel, and the little tunnel is like all like spinning and shit. It spins, so it's kind of confusing in there. And then you gotta shoot all these little things that are going by, these little pigs that are going by. You gotta shoot them all like targets. It's fucking cool. It was cool, man. Yeah, at the end there was a maze, like a glass maze. That shit was crazy.
And in the meantime, you've got Jason. You know who's coming at you. But he can only walk super slow.
Yeah, the main bad guy can walk really, really slow. He's like a big tank dude, but he can walk really slow. So like it takes him forever to catch up to you. If you're going through the rooms fast, he's gonna have a hard time catching up to you. It was was a cool time, dude. It was a fun time. I really had a lot of fun playing with everybody, and I want to thank everybody that came out and played because that shit was cool.
Thanks,
and
guys. That was fun.
every Saturday night, I plan to play Halo 5, just with the community, you know.
Cool.
Yeah. With that being said, I mean, I guess we'll go into a break since Ryan is gone. I don't know where the fuck he went. But I guess we'll just take a quick break, and we'll come back after this break for the news. So, break time, people. Break!
Vengeful Jedi here, Horrible Gamer and patron of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Want to give the gamers an XP boost? Want to see the show level up? Then support the Horrible Gamers on Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Gamers. Don't be just another NPC, non-Patreon character. Become a patron. 2 gold, 5 gold, 10 gold, 20 gold. It all supports the party. So game on.
And we're back from that break. Thank you for waiting for us, listening to that break. Yeah. Time for some news.
It's news time.
Yeah, some news time. And some Earthfall news. Earthfall is a game that just released on Friday. I believe Friday the 13th. It released on Xbox PC and Xbox PC and PlayStation 4. And the game is not getting good reviews. Dun, dun, dun. So it's a game similar to Vermintide, Warhammer Vermintide 2. And it's been compared a lot to Left 4 Dead. Like, a lot. People are saying this is Left 4 Dead 3, pretty much, except it's not zombies, it's aliens. The problem is that people are saying that the game delivered on all the promises that it had. So, content-wise, the game only has 2 campaigns. And people are saying that the campaigns really make no sense. Unlike Left 4 Dead, where, you know, you pick, like, the fucking campaign where you're making a movie, or the one when you're in the field, or the one when you're in the mall, or the one when you're, you know, you have the different stories, right? And you kind of like are progressing to the story or whatever. You know, even though there's really no story there, you're kind of going through the map and you're getting the story that way. In this one, they say pretty much like it makes no sense when you like go into the next safe room and you spawn somewhere else completely. It's like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So people are complaining about that quite a bit. Some people are saying the game runs like shit on the Xbox One, but it's not even really optimized for the Xbox One X, even though it claims to have Xbox One X enhancements. That the game looks like shit. It looks blurry. It doesn't look good enough. It's just they're saying it to say that the game has Xbox One X enhancements. It's kind of an embarrassment. And yeah, which is kind of a shame because I really wanted to get this game, especially after seeing it on the Inside Xbox.
We were all talking about it in our super secret chat. And it looked cool. We were all like, yeah, fuck, this looks awesome. We should pick this up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sad to hear this news.
Yeah, and I did watch a review on it the other day, and it just, it's not something that, I don't know, it kind of has that Call of Duty type look to it with the guns, so it's got that going for it. Like, it looks spot on.
Yeah,
as far as the shooting goes,
cool.
And they even said in the review that it's spot on, but it just doesn't have enough there to, you know, for him to even give it a good score or even recommend it.
Yeah, people are kind of pissed off about it. Like,
it needs more content. That's what it needs.
Yeah, pretty much. And they did say, on the Inside Xbox show that they're planning to release all the content for free. So if you do own the game and you bought it, you're going to be getting free content for the game. And it's a $29.99 game, just like Warhammer Vermintide 2. So,
did you also mention that it was, I think it's early access? I could be wrong.
I don't think it is.
It was
on the access. I don't think it is.
Because I thought it just came out for, you know, like on Steam as early access and also on the Xbox.
I can look in a minute here.
Yeah.
I'm installing Bomber Crew, so...
Yeah, but yeah, that's the news
$30. And I want to say that No, it doesn't say it's early access, so that sucks.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's just the release.
See, I was hoping it would just add more to it as
No,
release.
I mean they're gonna add more to it, but obviously the game needs to be patched quite a bit. So there's that. I mean, it's kind of a shame because I really wanted to get the game. Anyways, I'm glad that Vermintide 2 came out on Game Pass because that's a game I wouldn't have tried. I don't think. But now since it is on Game Pass, there's a lot more players probably playing it, and you probably are always going to find a match like a lobby, you know. So
yeah,
there's that. And so yeah. And for Vermintide 2, it is an online only game. You can play it offline, but the loot that you get offline does not carry over to the online. So just keep that in mind.
The Vermintide 2 does the same thing, where you can't carry your offline to the online, but you can transfer your online to the offline.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Is that game? Yeah, Vermintide. So.
I thought you said it was both. Sorry.
No, I don't know about the other one. I haven't played Earthfall, but I know Vermintide. Yeah, is that way. But there's that. In other news, Far Cry 5's new DLC has been released, or is going to be released pretty soon here. On July 17th, you're going to get the Lost on Mars update for the Xbox One and other platforms. Lost on Mars is part of this Far Cry 5 Season Pass. This time around, players travel to Mars to eliminate an alien threat. So pretty much, yeah. So apparently Nick Rye from the main campaign, and you're gonna help him, and you're gonna help Herc ask him to stop an alien invasion of Earth.
Oh, cool. He's good. He's funny.
So there's new weapons added to the game. One of them is called Blaster of Disaster. Another one will be called Hellfire, and one will be called the Morphinator. Pretty much. Yeah.
Sweet.
And the last DLC will be out in August, they said already. So the last DLC will be called The Dead Living Beast. Out in August.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know, Jesus. Do you think you'll pick up the season pass on this at any point?
No. No way. Fuck
I
no.
think when it's on sale, then it would be like, yeah, let's go play co-op. It's only $10,
Worth
15.
it, man. I'm not going to pay $30 for that, dude. Come on, really? The last one, how long was it? Like 2 hours?
Okay, so from what I understand
hours.
Mark talked about it a lot from TXL, and you could end the mission at any time or like quickly, if you run across the map. But he said it's all about how much time you want to put into it. So he said it could go 2-3 hours max, or I don't know, whatever else you want to do to complete that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's up to you how much time you want to put into it on that first DLC.
Okay. In other news, Darksiders 3 has been announced, and pretty much you're going to play as Fury in her quest to hunt down and dispose of the seven deadly sins. Pretty much. So there you go. Fury, dude. And a quick side note for that, Sissy Jones, friend of the show, is actually voicing Fury. She was actress for that.
Really?
Character. Yeah, she got the role.
That's cool.
Yeah, she said that she had to keep it under wraps until now, but she finally came on and said, "Hey, I'm Fury."
I think I remember her saying something on Horribly Awkward last time she was talking to Himes that she was working on something that she couldn't talk about.
It was probably that,
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
And if you guys don't know, Sissy Jones is the voice of Delilah in Firewatch.
Yeah.
Campo Santo's
And
game.
has she been on this show?
She hasn't been on this show, but we've talked to her on Horribly Awkward. Actually, I was there one time when Iams was on with her, and it was kind of weird, but it was fun talking to her. She's a cool person. She's a really cool person.
Shows the latest and greatest from her on Twitter, so you can go check her out on Horribly Awkward. At Horribly Awkward.
She's a cool person. She's super funny, and she's a really very, very talented person. She did a really good job on Delilah on Firewatch. It's just out. The show is cool. You didn't even see the character, but you just got a kind of sense of what she looked like when just hearing her voice. It was a cool fucking thing. So we'll see how her performance plays out in Fury when it releases. Whenever the hell it releases. I don't have a release date for this on here.
I think it's the end of the year. It's like December or something, I
This
think.
year, 11/27/2018.
There you go. November 27th.
It will be developed by It is developed by Gunfire Games and published by THQ Nordic.
There you go.
Hmm.
Another Darksiders. You
You
guys
guys
ever get into those games?
Never got
I
into
never
them,
got
but I
into 'em.
played 1 and 2.
I did a little bit of the first one.
Yeah, I played some of the first one, and the second one I didn't quite get into. I know I played it a little bit. I think I rented it or something, but I never completed it.
I bought it on
Yeah.
sale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, what don't I on sale?
I mean, those are good games to buy on sale because they go on sale pretty quickly, I would assume, right? Like, they're not a game that stays $60 for quite a long time. I've never seen them stay for $60 quite a long time. In other news, Rainbow Six Siege players are pissed off at Rainbow Six team at Ubisoft, saying, "What the fuck, Ubisoft?" Because apparently, Rainbow Six Siege is now going to give you some consequences for dropping hate speech.
Ooh.
Since yesterday, or since the other day, actually, what was it? Yeah, so since like Friday, dozens of players have been saying that they received an automatic instant ban after using a racist or homophobic slur in text chat. Ubisoft has confirmed to PC Gamer, the magazine website, via email that the new banning system is actually live in Siege. So yes, they are banning people for using hate speech.
Good.
Good.
Stop being assholes, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is specifically for the PC community. You
Right.
PC
I
master
see
racers
that
are really.
dialogue in the bottom on PC players.
It says that the bans last for 27 minutes in the first instance and prevent playing any aspect of Siege. So you cannot play terrorist hunt. You can't even play like custom. You can't play the fucking game for 27 minutes. Upon the second and third offense, the ban increases to 2 hours. After the third offense, an official investigation into the account is conducted that leads to a permanent ban per the Siege Code of Conduct.
Good.
So people are
Be an asshat.
You know, that's what you get for being a stupid, racist, homophobic idiot.
I'm looking at tweets and it says some people are saying, "Fuck you guys, I just got under saying nibba in a chat." Another one says, "People are banning for saying an N-word on an M-rated game. Glad to see you're focusing on the real issues." Of course.
Don't say the N-word. Like,
stupid shit, yeah.
Yeah, really.
don't be a racist idiot and you won't get banned. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
You know, and people want to come back and argue the fact that, well, I'm not racist. You know, they
Yeah.
just want to be hurtful and mean
I was
and
just
throw.
joking, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's great, but you're still making racist comments.
Right.
So sure, maybe you're not a racist. Maybe you don't hate any specific race, but you're making a comment that is offensive to people of that race. So shut it. It's a video game, deal with it.
The Rainbow Six Siege on the Twitter says, fighting against toxicity and cleaning up the Siege environment is a very real and important issue. Thank you, Rainbow Six, for doing that.
Yeah. Speaking of Rainbow Six, I actually played that last night. I forgot to mention that. They've added tons of new shit to the game, dude. They've added new abilities and these new cameras you can put up as different characters now. Not only the one chick has cameras, other people have cameras now.
Cool.
And also they completely changed the way the menu loads in and everything. It's like a new game. It's fucking weird. Wow, I'm interested in that. Go play some Siege. Still a good shooter.
That's
One of
another
the
game
best.
we can kind of add into the mix of...
Yeah, into a community game now, right? Because it's a really competitive game and there's custom games on there and shit.
Bring it on, Alan. David.
I already whipped Alan's ass on that game once.
Oh, shots fired.
I don't know if I would say that.
I whipped his ass. A win is a win. A win is a win.
You both had 3-3
That's
kills.
okay.
So
A win is a win.
Had 4 points. 4 points.
Win is a win.
But
all right, win is a win. Are you gonna tell that to the football players?
Ask
that
Alan.
score
Just like in soccer,
Huh?
if the score is 1-0, a win is a win.
A win is a win. Even if you scored one goal, you still won. In other news, Microsoft Surface Go is now available starting at $399 retail price. It is the smallest and most affordable Surface yet. Why are we talking about this? I have no idea. But it's on the news, so I just read it. It's the smallest, it's lightest, and most affordable Surface yet. I'm just going to read all the big, bold letters. Comforts of a laptop, convenience of a 10-inch tablet. Oh, yeah. Where do you want to go? There you go, guys. That's all.
Well,
That's all
I think if you want to play your Windows 10 games, you can.
I mean, does it really have that much power?
I don't know. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know if the Surface Go does. I think it's more of equivalent to an iPad.
They got some guts in them.
Let us know, News Machine. Can it play Gears of War 4?
Probably not. I don't think it could play Gears of War 4, but hey, if it can, let us know. If you have these, let us know.
The Surface Go also has ports you need, including Surface Connect for the docking and USB-C 3.1. Nice.
What everybody seems to be moving to nowadays. Yeah. USB-C is the shit.
Yeah, man.
You mentioned games. I like those keyboards, though.
All designed to help you be more productive while you're studying in the library, working, and sharing your content in a boardroom in 4K. So it can 4K video.
That's a nice screen then. Fuck.
No, not the screen. It's saying you can push out to a 4K monitor, and it'll still work. So that, I mean, I don't know about 4K gaming. I think that might be a bit much for it, but that's all right.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the streaming and stuff, you could. I mean, I think that's kind of what Microsoft's trying to get with their streaming service thing that they were talking about at E3. I mean, because that way you could stream to your Surface tablet, right? And you can hook up a controller and play to it. So I mean, it's interesting. It's a more affordable version of. I've always been interested in those tablets. They're really nice, but they're friggin' expensive as hell. Like super expensive.
The most high end one goes up to $5,000.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No, that's the Surface Studio. That's an
like
actual
the big,
PC.
super fucking badass one.
It's like a big PC, like a touch screen with like all the guts in the back of the
it's monitor. Cool, man.
But that's not you don't carry that around with you. It's more like a desktop PC thing. But even the tablets are like $1,500 to $1,800. It's like the price of buying a fucking computer. But they've always been interesting, to have on the go. It just never made me sense for me to spend that.
I think eventually they're just gonna give up on them. Microsoft gives up on all their shit.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like that's why they're releasing this is because
to try to compete, right? They're trying to compete with
Apple.
Yeah.
So now their price point is down. They always had a more powerful tablet, but the price point's down. Maybe we'll see.
I think the cheapest one at the moment for this one wasn't it like $800?
Possibly, yeah.
I think it went 800, 900, 1,000, and like 1,200 for like the models that they had for like different gigs and different RAM. That's fucking expensive for a tablet, dude. I mean, like $1,200. That's really expensive. Like, yeah, you can argue it's kind of like a laptop, but still, dude, you could buy a laptop for $400.
Dude, have you seen this Surface Hub 2?
What the fuck is a Surface Hub?
It's like a fucking easel.
Yeah, where they draw and shit on them.
And shit, holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just scrolled down a bit and I started looking at some other shit.
We start promoting Microsoft products on the show, guys.
Where's our royalty check?
Yeah.
In other news, Yakuza series could be coming to the Xbox One given enough demand. Pretty much speaking to some of the Yakuza developers or publishers, they were asked if the game should come to the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. Producer Daisuke Sato said the following. He said concerning the Nintendo, to be realistic about what happened, Nintendo Wii U was a major failure. We're always on the lookout to support multi-platforms as much as possible. We know that it brings an additional audience. On the other hand, as far as the Nintendo Switch is concerned, I'm convinced that this is not the ideal platform on which to develop Yakuza games. Regarding the Xbox One, we can possibly consider it, knowing Xbox One users may be more likely to be interested in a game like Yakuza. This could potentially be an option. This is coming on the heels of Nier Automata releasing on the Xbox and tons of other games that are planned to be released on the Xbox. Apparently, Xbox is trying to get like the Japanese market. They're trying.
And they always have. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
They've tried a few times and failed horribly,
Failed miserably.
Not because of them not like putting out good products. They did like Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon. You know, like there was good Japanese RPG products that came out of Microsoft, but it's just never. You know, it's a cultural thing. You know, really, like the Japanese will just look at it and be like, "No, that's American. We don't want that."
Yeah, they definitely put their nose up at the Xbox original in the beginning. And
they always have. I mean, it's never sold well in Japan, so.
The Xbox, I remember when it launched in like Japan, it was like how many consoles were sold in a week? It was like 100.
Yeah,
it was sad.
Like
it was a really sad number.
It was like holy shit, 100 consoles in a week, dude. Like on your launch week, like how the fuck? Why would you even put those numbers out? Why would you even put them out?
Why would you even say anything?
We didn't sell anything, guys. We didn't even put it out. In other news, The Witcher. CD Projekt Red says The Witcher is one of 2 big franchises to build in the future. Dun dun dun. So they said that the first 3 Witchers were in a trilogy, so we simply could not name the next game The Witcher 4. This does not mean, of course, that we will leave the world of The Witcher, created by us for over a dozen years, who love and still demand players around the world. The Witcher is one of the 2 franchises on which to build in the future activities of the company. Today, unfortunately, I cannot reveal anything more. So pretty much, they're saying that they're going to be working on 2 major franchises in the future. And I'm thinking it's probably Cyberpunk and The Witcher, right? Like, dude, like that's all you need to be like a Bethesda and just release the same 2 fucking games every other 5 years.
On every platform.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new platform? Let's just re-release it.
Release The Witcher on Alexa like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know what I mean?
We got The Witcher to run on your fridge.
The Witcher in VR.
Check it out.
The Witcher in
Witcher is in everything. Put the shit in your TV. Like you could buy a TV and get it installed. Yeah. I see CD Projekt Red as the next Bethesda almost. Just the way the caliber of their world is incredible, man. Yeah. And like if you look at the budget of The Witcher, like Witcher 3 had a budget of like $15 million. How the fuck do you do that with that much money, dude? How do you do that? How the fuck? You know, you have Grand Theft Auto with like a fucking quarter $1 billion budget compared to The Witcher, and The Witcher is like fucking incredible. It's fucking crazy.
Slave labor over there in Poland or wherever the hell they are.
Nothing. They must be getting paid like pennies per hour or something because it's fucking crazy.
You want to volunteer your time? Do it.
Yeah, the budget for The Witcher.
I don't know about that, but
I know. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
Isn't there like a board game or no? Yeah, it's a board game coming out for The Witcher, right? Soonish. Somebody had posted in the group. Anyway,
I don't know.
I think there may be, but I think they're also doing something more with the card game Gwent.
Oh, that thing.
Oh, I'm looking here, guys. No, I'm sorry. It says here that the cost for The Witcher was actually $81 million altogether with like everything, like their DLCs, their marketing.
Yeah, the DLC is huge.
It's huge. Cheaper than Grand Theft Auto.
You'll get 40 hours out of like the first DLC, if not more.
God.
They do it right, man. CD Projekt Red does it right. They know how to put out a good game, and they know how to support it and keep people playing it. Like,
and no one owns them, right? Like they're independent by themselves.
Their own thing, yeah.
Because they also have that like PC gaming store, right? Like Green Like Green Up Gaming.
Is that
Green Man?
is that them? Green Man Gaming?
They own it, I think.
Do they?
Yeah, or Good Old Games. I think that's what it's called.
Good old games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. A lot of shit going on for them.
Oh God.
And other news: the body of a murdered teenager was displayed at a funeral, sitting upright and playing video games. In New Orleans, the family of an avid gamer displayed his body sitting upright in a chair with the PlayStation controller in his hands, snacks of Doritos at his side, and wearing his favorite basketball jersey and flip-flops in a unique memorial service.
Check it out.
Bernard Matthews, who was 18, was shot dead while he was out walking his dog 2 weeks ago. His family said they wanted him to be surrounded by the things he loved for his final send-off. Pretty much, the dude loved to play video games, eat chips, soda, and that's how they displayed him.
Yeah.
They should have put a chip in his mouth.
That
Come
would
on
have been
now, Ryan.
like next level, dude.
It's morbid.
Oh man, that is crazy. That is kind of morbid.
Left some like Dorito dust on his shirt or something.
Yeah, this is. Thank you, Andrew, because you said this is the way HGP needs to go out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
If we all die together, lined up
on Skype.
We'll have our fucking Skype up with our mics and just sitting there looking at the camera. It's like, oh, guys. We'll have like some clips playing of us like we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll just be out there, you know.
In other news.
Even the gunny stare.
In other news, a man quit his State Department job to play video games.
Keep blinking.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Whoa.
Okay.
This guy, I'm looking at, 24-year-old graduate from what's a fucking college, said he was getting paid a good salary, but now he plays video games for a living. That's right. That's right. He actually plays for an NBA team. So, yeah, he plays apparently NBA 2K.
Right.
And he actually gets paid a salary. Huh?
I remember that we talked about the NBA 2K league starting up.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently, yeah, he was picked in the first round. So, yeah, he says he makes. He was making $78,000 from his government job with the chance to earn even more in bonus money. The NBA 2K league promised him a $32,000 for 6-month contract.
What?
If the team does well and somehow wins the championship, bonus money can bring in his 6-month salary closer to $100,000. So he'll be making more, way more than his State Department job. And yeah, he says he likes it. He says he likes it. It's way better than his fucking 9-to-5 job, he says.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you just decide? That must be like a crazy decision to just make.
Because you're thinking he's got to have like a pension going. You want to continue.
You have a pretty good job
to get the pension and your medical and your dental.
Yeah, but you're making more money.
But how
well,
he didn't know
you're gonna.
He didn't know he get drafted. Like, how do you know you're gonna get drafted? Like, you may be good at the fucking game, but are you gonna get drafted to a team? You don't know that.
Well, he must have known that before he quit his job, though.
Maybe he applied to do it, and then they were like, "Hey, we pick you."
And they were like, "Yeah, okay, well,
job."
Well, if they offered him a salary, he must have gotten, you know what I mean? If they said, "Hey, $32,000 a year or 6 months," you know, that right there is like, okay, well, I know I'm at least good for 6 months. But that's the thing is like, what happens after that 6 months, right? I guess you gotta fight again next year to get back in again. Right?
If he gets like let go or traded or something, like what happens?
Yeah. Well, okay, so he worked in the State Department. He probably worked in passports, and if maybe he's got a long-term plan as far as this doesn't work out, he can go back to that job. So
maybe
it's not like he's just leaving the family out to dry. So good on him.
To like fuck off or something. Like, fuck you, I quit.
He probably still lives at home with his mom.
There's no way this dude can be living by himself in an apartment and like be able to upkeep his life and then play this much video games.
Yeah,
it just seems
he was making 78 for the State Department, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Probably maybe San Francisco if he's working at yeah.
Yeah, I wonder where he's at. I don't think he's in San Francisco because that would be like nothing, dude. I heard an article
Well,
where
you
over
can't
there,
live there. You have to live.
yeah, you need to
far
be
away.
making like at least 100-something grand to be able to afford an apartment in San Francisco.
Well, I know, but most people don't live in San Francisco. They live where I live, and then you
Yeah.
have to commute there. So you
Yeah.
can't afford to live there. So
No one
you're
can
rich.
afford
So
unless you're super rich. Yeah. In other news, Fortnite Season 5 is starting up real soon, guys. Yeah,
Right.
right. The new crossover, Worlds Clashing. I think it's called Worlds Collide. That's what the new season's going to be called.
There we go.
Llama pinatas are now appearing across Europe. All across London the other day, people were finding llama pinatas.
What?
In France. In
They break
Italy.
them open?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was inside them?
I don't fucking know. There's people just finding pinatas, bro.
Come on, man. We
The
got to know what's inside the
restaurant
pinatas.
mascots and pinatas aside, it was on June 30th that Fortnite actually broke a barrier. The mega popular Battle Royale game did a remarkable thing. Without changing the rules of its world, they got players to stand still and stare up into the sky together, guys. This is what, yeah. And in that video, did you guys see that one person broke the record for most kills in a play in a single game? Like he got like.
Oh, really? He just went around killing everybody?
Oh, what happened was everybody had built like a big platform, like up to the sky, to watch the rocket. So
Yeah.
there was like 30-something people standing up there, and dude just broke the bottom ramp. And when you break the bottom ramp, the whole thing collapses. So all these people that were watching the rocket, they all fell down and died. And he got the record for most kills in the game.
Wait, I
Good
thought
job, troll.
no, I don't know, but I thought that Fortnite didn't have like massive fall damage.
Oh, they did.
Oh, if you're like higher than 3
Oh,
stories,
yeah.
yeah.
If you bounce off of
Uh-oh.
a
You just
bouncy thing, then there is no fall damage.
Yeah, if you land the bouncy thing, but I mean, there is fall damage if you just fall off like the sky, like a huge thing, like you built.
Okay.
But apparently, Fortnite said that did not count as the record. They like stripped that away from him, which I think is bullshit. I think like
No,
Epic,
I think you should keep
let-
it.
let him have it, dude. Because before that, it was Ninja, the dude Ninja who played with Drake or whatever.
Yeah.
He had the most kills, and I think he had like 33 or 32, and this dude beat him by like a few. He got like 37 or something like that. So I mean,
Yeah, but Ninja did it legitimately, right?
I don't know, maybe.
I would assume. Jeez, your camera keeps dropping in and out.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
see.
just one more point on that. If Ninja used, well, not used, but got Drake to come on a stream, it made him more popular, right? He was already popular, but it made him more popular. So, I mean, if this guy wants to just take people out with, such an event, then let him keep the record. Don't strip
Yeah,
it.
he did it. He didn't cheat. He
No.
just, he
Yeah,
was smart
people were
enough to blow up
stupid.
the bottom of the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure
people were
everyone got a laugh
stupid.
out of it, and it was a good
Yeah, I
moment.
would have been
No,
laughing my
I
ass off
bet
if I
you
was on
most
that
of those
phone.
people were pissed.
Oh, I would have been
Like,
laughing.
what
I
the
would have been like,
fuck?
smart motherfucker. I should have thought about this. Damn.
Yeah, I'd have been pissed if that happened to me.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, was thinking about the other maybe 7 behind him, but either way.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing, man. Epic's interesting. Like they're doing some cool shit.
They're changing the way video games are being made, I think.
Yeah.
And people don't realize it. They're literally changing the way video games are going to be made. It's a constant thing where you're constantly updating the shit to bring new types of game modes and new types of things to the players and keep them engaged. And that's all you need to be successful in a free to play. And they figured it out. What other company has been able to pump out so much content and so many seasons and skins and updates and changes and like little stupid events, like the stupid comet in the sky and all this shit that they're doing. They're changing the way video games are being made, dude.
Warcraft.
Mhm.
Warcraft is the only thing that I can think of that has done something similar.
Yeah.
They've constantly updated it. It wasn't free, but they've constantly updated it, and
It
it
wasn't
changes the
free.
world and stuff like that. Each expansion changes the world a little bit. But that's pretty much the only other game that I can think of that really has done stuff like that. And it's cool, man. Like I think more people need to look at this. I've been saying it for years. I say sports games need to be that way. Like instead of releasing a new Madden every year, just fucking release a $20 update that updates your rosters, maybe gives you some new graphical features and stuff like that. Like stop fucking releasing the exact same game every year with just tiny little tweaks. You know?
Only release a brand new disc or whatever whenever there's a massive like mechanics change.
Yeah, like exactly. Whenever or the engine changes or something like that, you obviously got to build a new one. So maybe every like 3 or 4 years release a new version and then just update it with a small, $20 boom. People would fucking love that shit, I think. But I'm not a sports game guy, so, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean, like if Call of Duty would have done this a long time ago, they would have, like how much more successful they would be. I mean, yeah, they're successful. Yes, they're still one of the best-selling games of the year. They still are. They sell billions of dollars every year. But, dude, you could have, if you would have just figured this out before Fortnite and Epic did, it would be insane. It would be fucking craziness. In other news, speaking of Fortnite, their tournament start today, guys. Fortnite Battle Royale Summer Skirmish will kick off today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which already started. They're offering $8 million to tournament winners. So they're going to have different tournaments, and each tournament is going to pay out around $250,000. Some will pay out $20,000. Some of these tournaments will be weekly. Some of them will be certain events, certain times, etc. You got to be accepted to them. You got to try out for them. You got to have a team or be alone or whatever because it's Battle Royale. But apparently Fortnite is trying to outdo Dota because apparently Dota had the biggest payout for a gaming championship at $25 million. And Fortnite's like, no, we're going to do better. And Fortnite plans to pay out $100 million altogether this year in tournaments alone. That's crazy. That's a lot of money, dude. I mean, compared to other games, Dota this year has a $10.8 million pool. Call of Duty has a $1.5 million pool. So they're not messing around. Yeah.
Now, when are they going to get a Deadpool?
I don't know. You never know. They could just add anything to the game, dude. They could literally add anything. They could add fucking Batman skins. They could add Spider-Man skins. They can add fucking skins for any superhero you could think of. Any character in the world you could think of, they can add the skin to the game and make it like a thing.
Oh, speaking of the skins, this got me crazy with Fortnite. So I let my nephews download and play Fortnite on the Switch. My nephew's talking about this skin that he wants for his character in Fortnite. And I was like, well, can't you just play to unlock it? Well, no, I need the V-Bucks. I can only buy it. Well, how much is it? $25?
Nope.
I looked at him. I was like, boy, you better not ask your mama for that because I'm going to tell her not to buy it for you. I was like, you do not need a skin for $25.
Right.
And if he's playing on the Switch, the thing is the single player.
I only let him download it on mine just to play it for an evening.
No. But I was gonna say,
he's got it on Xbox One.
Oh, okay. But does he have the full game, or does he just have Battle Royale mode?
He has the full game, but actually, no, Jason, the younger one, has the full game. Jordan just plays Battle Royale. So
okay, but you can go into the full game and get V-Bucks that way if you go into the full game. So that's how how he needs to do it if he doesn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Work for it.
But what I was gonna say is you can't do that on the Switch version because the Switch version doesn't have the single player.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. In other news, Fortnite news, actually, guys. Epic has announced that on their Unreal Engine platform, they're going to make only 12% revenue off of anything you sell on the platform. So if you're one of the content creators for the Unreal Engine, you'll be making an 88% profit on anything they sell that's made from you in their engine. Apparently before it used to be much higher. It used to be like 40% or even more. They apparently lowered it to 12% because they said, look, we don't give a shit about engines. We're making money off of digital content now. That's where we're moving towards. Oh, yeah. So thank Fortnite for that, guys. Thank Fortnite.
Thank you, Fortnite.
Well, yeah, $25 a skin, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, they're making money. They don't need the money from the engine anymore. They just need the money from the skins.
I don't know about that. I'm sure they still make a lot of money off the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, between that and their season, whatever passes or
the battle passes.
Battle Pass. That's the name. Yeah.
Battle Pass. Let's see here. In Dallas Fort Worth Airport, you can now play video games in gaming lounges called Gameway. They've added a new thing called Gameway. It's like a little gaming lounge. You go in there, sit down, you can play with consoles, etc., play online with the other people in there. Apparently there's 19 pre-installed Xbox One video games in the platform, so you can just pick a game and play. I wonder what games are on the list. Oh, wait, here we go. I got a list here, guys. Fortnite.
Of course.
FIFA 18. Dead Rising 4, Call of Duty World War II, Battlefield 1, Forza Horizon 3, Halo Master Chief Collection, Injustice 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, NBA 2K18, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Overwatch, Plants vs. Zombies, Monster Hunter World. That's kind of weird. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Minecraft, State of Decay 2, Rocket League, and Madden 18. Those are the games that you can play if you are going to wait for a layover or something. Go play some video games at your airport, guys.
Yeah, I wonder if you can sign into your Xbox account and just download whatever games you want.
Ooh, nah, they probably have like all their hard probably the reason they have all these 18 games is probably like that's how much hard drive space they have.
Yeah. Just delete one of their games.
Delete one of their games.
Yeah, but you know what? Seriously, because I've flown within the last few months. The airport Wi-Fi sucks, so having to download, forget it.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's a hotspot right near this place so that they have decent internet connection.
Yeah, it says here that
I would assume so. It's fucking 42 cents per minute or $20 for unlimited play. Jesus Christ. That's what it says. Passengers can pay either 42 cents per minute or $20 for unlimited play.
Holy shit. That's expensive per minute, dude.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you just
why would anyone pay 42 cents a minute? You would definitely pay $20 for the fucking.
Yeah, that makes a lot.
Unless you're only going to play for like a half hour or something.
Yeah, but even still, a half hour, 42 cents times fucking 30.
Do the math. 0.42 times 30. That's $12.
That's a strange pay scale
for a half hour.
What you're
offering. Yes, $12.60 per half hour. So I mean, if you're gonna play at least an hour, you want to pay the $20.
Yeah,
which you're really better off doing because any of those games, you're not really gonna get a whole lot out of just like a half hour.
Yeah,
I mean, a half hour of Madden is gonna get you what? Maybe
a quarter is done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna get a quarter, maybe the first half if you just skip shit.
Yeah, skip all the replays and everything. Yeah. Anyways, each console has a 53-inch 4AV attached to it, guys.
Nice.
So,
especially if you got like a 4-hour layover, man. Like
dude, because all layovers are like pretty lengthy, right? Like some will be like 5 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours.
Your phone battery is going to be dead, and then you can just stare at the walls the whole time.
Yeah, just fucking play some video games, bro. Go play some video games. $20.
But they have charging terminals and stuff, Gunny, now, where you can just
go
to these things and just
have fun getting one though.
Those things are always taken up by like 1,000 people standing in a circle around those things.
Yeah.
I know. I had to like snipe those fucking things out.
I was lucky when we went to Mexico. Our Kathy's aunt is a travel agent, so she booked our trip for us, and she paid the extra so that we could get into the VIP terminal.
Ooh.
So we were waiting for our plane. We were in the like special lounge, and we had our own seat with the charger and all that shit. So, but if you're just outside in the regular terminal,
fancy,
Get
bro.
a pedicure too. While you're waiting?
apparently it was like
Did you get like a back rub? And
we got free breakfast. There was breakfast, like a breakfast buffet there, and you could just eat.
That's cool.
So, dude, you think you can hook me up to get me up there to Canada?
Yeah, man, like that sounds pretty incredible. Fuck. In other news, guys, Jefferson County, Alabama, reformed neo-Nazi Christian Picciolini, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you pronounce his last name, took to Reddit, a popular multi-subject forum, to explain how neo-Nazis are targeting children.
What?
I'm going to call him Piccolo. Piccolo says during his time as a member, they sought out marginalized youth and promised them paradise. Now, he says, not much has changed, at least in their end goal. According to Piccolo, neo-Nazis are now using nefarious tactics like visiting depression and mental health forums and playing multiplayer games to recruit vulnerable young people. Local gamer Ben Cloud says he hears and sees that type of thing often during gameplay. Across platforms, I've heard a lot of anti-Semitism, racism, homophobia, and neo-Nazi things like that happening over there. Headsets. Whatever the fuck. That's what he said. In his post, Piccolo says they drop hints, then ramp up recruitment when kids get hooked into what they're saying.
Yeah, I want to go out and just pretend I'm a little kid and just find these people and fuck with them.
The neo-Nazis, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Like, that's...
Dude, there's like vigilantes that do that shit with like other like online people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit. So it's thing. We should do this.
Yeah. I don't know where. I mean, what games could they be playing?
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I guess.
It
Yeah.
happens in other games too.
I'm sure they probably get into like Minecraft and shit too, looking for kids. Roblox.
What's your end goal? You're trying to brainwash the kids to
Yeah,
believe
that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're probably creating like pagan altars and shit in Minecraft.
like, kid, I'm just got
We can
cross.
make it in real life, you know.
You know, you light that big cross on fire. I'll help you out, kid. You know,
Yeah, their temple has a doorway to the nether where they've got like a huge temple to Satan or something.
Yeah, some weird shit. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You ever burn a cat?
Better hope I don't find you online.
Yeah, you fucking
All I
ass.
gotta say.
Fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
If I ever heard anyone trying to recruit some little fucking kid, I would fuck them up.
Yeah.
That's why
Kids alone.
Yeah. Leave the kids alone, guys.
That's
Let
why
them
the only
fucking-
people
If they want to choose that when they're older, then that's their own fucking choice. But you don't fucking brainwash kids, man. Fuck off.
that is why my nephew is only allowed to play with either his classmates or me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 11. We don't need him getting involved in,
Oh, exactly.
because you never know who these random people are. Because, I don't need him hooking up with some neo-Nazi.
For sure. In other news, let's move on now to some PlayStation news. PlayStation Network seems to not be working for some people, guys.
Uh-oh.
Thousands of PlayStation 4 gamers have reported that their network is out. They're receiving outages. They cannot log in to their games and play them, like Fortnite, and they're mad. Apparently, PSN went down across United Kingdom and Europe for a long time the other day. Yeah.
Oh,
Some
no.
people are mad. People are mad. Yeah, some people are saying they want refunds from the PSN. Why the fuck did they pay for this shit?
How long was
If it's
it
going to
down?
go down. It went down one night, and then the next night it went down again. So like it went down like 2 nights in a row.
Wow.
I mean, that's understandable, especially if it goes out in the evening, because I feel most people game in the evenings, right?
Right.
So if it goes down in the evening, you're going to be pissed off because you're going to get off work or out at school or wherever the fuck you're doing. And I want to play some Fortnite, I want to play some Call of Duty. You try to get on and shit's offline. It's like, what the hell, dude? I would be kind of pissed off too. Yeah. And what pissed people off even more was that the first day it went down was the day Season 5 arrived on the PlayStation, like the Fortnite Season 5.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, stop. Oh, man. Yeah, well, sucks for you, PlayStation.
Clint, don't use the Skype chat.
Okay.
Because your message just popped up on your video, over top of your video.
Oh.
In other news.
Well, then I was announcing my departure, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we're almost done here.
It's
Okay.
been fun, Clint.
Yeah, no, I can chill for a few more minutes, though.
All right, Xbox One Dolby Vision HDR is coming to the Xbox this fall. Dolby Vision is not only going to be for streaming, it'll also be available for your disc. If you have a disc that is a 4K Dolby Vision disc or whatever, your Xbox will display it on your TV if your TV supports the Dolby Vision. That's pretty fucking cool.
Cool. I wonder if I have that on my 4K.
And I wonder if some games will start using Dolby Vision.
They should.
I mean, yeah, it would be
That'd
cool,
be
right?
interesting. Yeah.
Because Dolby Vision is supposed to be the better HDR than HDR10. It's supposed to be like the nicer one. It looks good in movies. So hopefully it works. I mean, but that's it. That's all I have for news, guys. Move on to community questions. Leave us questions at the Horrible Gamers podcast group or the Discord or email us. Message us. Doesn't matter. Questions, Gunny. Let's go. Quick fire.
Let's do it. Come on. Brian Tilp Jr. Hey, what's your dream vehicle for both real life and video games? Well, I would say the 1969 Dodge Charger in real life.
Ooh.
You know what? Throw that in a video game too. Fuck it. Let's do it.
It's probably been in Forza or something.
Yay, Forza's. Fortnite's getting a real vehicle.
You see, I think I would have to go with. I'm going to go with in real life. I want just a giant armored tank because traffic up here in Chicago sucks, and I want to just fuck everybody else. But I would also have to go with for video games. I think I got to go with the Ghost from Halo.
That'd be cool, man.
Because, dude,
That'd be fucking cool.
That
Drives a
Ghost.
fucking ghost everywhere.
Yeah, when you were talking about, doing it on riding around that thing on Saturday, dude, I've got a couple of pictures of me, screenshots of me taking people out with the Ghost. I'll have to send those to you. I fucking love that Ghost.
Yeah, the Ghost is badass. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what kind of car I would want. And like my dream car, fuck, I don't know. I like lots of cars, man. I like lots of cars.
Toyota Camry?
Yeah, Toyota Camry. Honda, I am Mexican.
Órale.
Shit, some rims, big
rim
spoiler
covers.
on
There
there, a big muffler on there. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck, why not? As far as video game cars go, I don't know what kind of car I'd want to drive. I'd want to drive the Batman car, that big Batman tank that fucking spins around and shit, dude. Imagine driving that thing, like hauling ass and just fucking going around corners like crazy. That'd be nuts. That'd be so fucking cool.
What about a video game, but still a real car, like the McLaren in Forza?
Those would be nice to have. Yeah, I've seen videos of those fucking cars, dude, and they're insane, man.
Yeah,
there
wasn't a real video of them.
I would want one of those cars, but at the same time, I wouldn't because I'd be so fucking paranoid of like scratching them for anything, because it's just like you're driving $1 million car around. Like, I mean, I guess you don't give a shit about money at that point, but still, like, it's like, damn, dude, like anything touches that car, you don't want anything touching that fucking car. You don't want people to lean against that fucking thing. You barely want people to look at it. That's how much like that car is worth. You don't want people even looking at that fucking thing. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Now, Gunny, you got to pick a real world car that's also in a video game. I'd have to go with a DeLorean.
Oh, that's cool, man. I actually seen a couple of those up here where I live. There's some dude around here that he owns them. So I always see him driving around town in those fucking things. They look fucking cool.
I got
stainless steel body.
Yeah, it's all metal and shit.
I got to see a real one last Sunday.
Yeah.
It was I was at a Back to the Future themed restaurant at this hotel, and they had an actual DeLorean sitting out right in front of it.
Nice.
That they had to take the battery out of because apparently somebody tried to steal it.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, yeah. So they pulled the battery. But still, DeLoreans are fucking sweet.
So Ryan, besides the Ford Fiesta as your dream car, did you have something else?
What fucking Ford Fiesta are you talking about? Dream car. I always wanted a Dodge Viper. I've always liked the Dodge Vipers, but I mean, I don't know.
12 cylinders, yeah.
I'm not a car guy, so it doesn't really, I don't know. I've just always owned something that was fucking feasible for me to drive and pay for.
Get from A to B and
yeah. Well, and it wasn't a Ford Fiesta, Gunny. It was a Kia.
Sorry. I thought it was.
Sorry. Oh.
Hey, next question. Oh, did you say you had a video game, or you just didn't have one?
Video game. Oh, you know what? Actually, I changed from the Dodge Viper. I totally forgot. I really, really, really like the Audi R8.
Yeah.
I love that fucking car.
A7 and A8. I think they're both great looking cars.
No, the R8. The sport one.
Ooh.
That one looks all fucking sporty and shit. Looks futuristic. Looks fucking sick, dude.
I like that car a lot. So even in a video game, like sometimes when like you see Forza has the R8 in it, and I'll usually pick that car.
Yes.
So
those were always fun.
All right.
Audi CEO got arrested the other day.
Oh yeah, for what?
For that bullshit where they were like faking the emissions on the Volkswagen cars and shit.
Oh Jesus Christ! A friend of mine actually had a Golf.
Yeah, he got arrested, dude.
Yeah, I remember that deal.
My friend had a brand new Golf. He had it for 2 years. They had to pay him the entire fucking, like they had to give him all of his money back. Everything,
shit.
like $40,000-$50,000, whatever the car was worth. They gave it all back to him. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the CEO got arrested the other day in Germany.
Wow.
By the Interpol or some shit.
Next question, Brian told us, what game do you think needs to come to Game Pass?
That's a good question.
Rainbow Six Siege to get more players in there.
Yeah,
that's a good idea, Jesus.
Fucking noobs, get the noobs in there.
You know what I say? I say since it just came out, we talked about it today, and it's probably not going to gain any traction. But what about Earthfall?
Earthfall should do it too. They're probably pissed off that Vermintide 2, which came out the same week they did, and a couple days before that shit came out on Game Pass. They're probably like, "Fuck, we should have got on Game Pass too."
We should have.
Yeah, they didn't. But I mean, maybe I don't know I don't know how that works out for the developers or the publishers. How much does Microsoft pay them to put the game on Game Pass, and if it's worth it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it's not worth it, if you're gonna make more money by selling the game, I mean, more power to you. Go try to sell the game yourself. But you can't predict how people are gonna take your game or how they're gonna perceive it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the people that made No Man's Sky thought No Man's Sky was fucking incredible until they started seeing the reviews. They're like, oh shit. Just like the assholes who made Star Wars Battlefront 2, DICE and EA, thought that the fucking loot system was perfect.
Right. Yes. That's
so they got feedback. So like, you can't really predict. That's a risk you're going to take. If you take the money from Microsoft, you could potentially lose out on a lot more money, or you can make a lot more money by just taking the deal. Sucks. It's a shitty situation.
Yeah. I think pretty much any game that needs a massive online audience needs to be on Game Pass.
Yeah, all the MMOs.
Yeah, maybe not right away. You know what I mean? Let them do their thing first, and then bring it to Game Pass when you see the audience starts dropping off. because that's only going to boost your audience back up again. You know, like a game like Rocket League. Rocket League would be a good Game Pass game.
Rocket League is now on Game Pass.
It is. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It came out last week, right?
Yeah.
And they've also promised to do Xbox One X enhancements.
Oh, nice. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that they brought that Game Pass. That was like a drop. That was just like a random thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Rocket League will be on Game Pass today, available today." Like they didn't even like do like a big hype thing about it. They just kind of like were like on Inside Xbox talking about the Xbox One X and all the things they could do with it. And they were like, "Oh yeah, well we're gonna bring crossplay between the Switch and the Xbox and the PC, and it'll be on Game Pass." And everybody was, "Whoa, that's fucking awesome!" So yeah, it's just gonna have crossplay. Fuck you, PlayStation. No crossplay for you, buddy.
And Alan Maybe said, "Final Fantasy needs someone to play with online." I didn't know that fucking Final Fantasy had online.
Is he talking about that online game that I see?
No, he's talking 15. There is a multiplayer mode, and I think it was part of the season pass, which I actually have. Which great, now I'm committing myself to playing with Alan.
No,
but
we got to volunteer, Alan.
Make sure he doesn't kill you.
Yeah, friendly fire off. No, but I even though Rocket League was originally going to be my game, but since it just came out, I'm actually going to go out on a limb and just say Rockstar Table Tennis, because I know that they have some 360 games on there. They do have some backward compatible titles.
Yeah, revitalize that one. Yeah. It's Rockstar. So.
I don't know if the servers are still up for it though.
No one needs to be on Game Pass, guys. Skyrim.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them are.
Skyrim's a good one.
I would say before Skyrim.
I think is on there now.
No, Elder Scrolls Online.
ESO, yeah.
ESO is on there, and Oblivion is on there,
and Fallout 4 and
Fallout 4 and Fallout 3.
All 3's there. Yep.
Skyrim, bro.
I think put in New Vegas then if they're going to do Fallout 1, but yeah, Skyrim for sure.
I mean, they put Skyrim everywhere else. Why not on Game Pass?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
They're charging $20 everywhere else. That's why.
Well, did you guys hear what the director said this past week about Skyrim?
Yes.
Want us to stop making it for everything. Stop fucking buying it.
Right. Stop buying it. Yeah.
It's true though, man. Like, why would they stop making it? Why would they stop doing it if people keep buying? Right.
Yeah. When I worked at Brinks, we did years ago when we. A lot of people used ATMs, and we had all the ATMs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all these things. And the biggest complaint was, we're always filling the machines. We're always taking up time. I'm like, stop taking the money out. That was the thing. Stop taking money out. We will stop filling them. Anyway, next one, David Snyder. Jesus, why are you afraid to take on Alan Maybe 1v1? Tell us.
I'm not afraid, and actually tonight I'll play him 1v1 on Halo 5.
Bam, it's on.
Ooh.
Yeah. Be there.
Dude, stream that shit so I can watch it while I'm out.
Be there. Yeah. Just be there. You can spate while we kill each other.
Be there or be square.
That's right. I already beat him once in Siege. I don't know why he wants to lose again. The fuck, Alan? I guess.
And Alan's being very quiet. He's not saying anything in this. It's all Dave. He's just feeding the fire, man.
David's just feeding the fire. He just wants to see some shit go down.
So I guess that answers David's next question. Yeah. Is tonight going to be another HGP Halo night?
Yeah. Like I said, Saturday night is Halo night, guys. This is going to go on until we get tired of playing on Saturday nights and we decide to play something else. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, Halo 5 is a fucking incredible multiplayer. It runs so good. It just runs good. It's a good game.
We were going to play Vermintide.
If you have it downloaded tonight, I could play with you. But I don't know if you're going to be on by the time I'm on, Ryan. You usually go to bed early.
Oh, I'll be up later tonight.
All right.
But I do have Halo 5 downloaded now.
If you want to play some Vermintide, I'll play some Vermintide for you. I'll make an exception.
I have Vermintide as well. So
I'll still have to beat Alan at least once in Halo. No, and then we'll go play some Vermintide.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. Fuck you, Alan.
Halo tonight.
Last question is from a Clint Thiele.
No, you don't need to ask because I'm here.
Can't y'all have the Vengeful Jedi guy?
Veggie Jedi guy?
I don't know. That's a no.
I don't know
I'm sorry.
Who the fuck that is, but I mean, I guess not. No?
I was asking if I could come on today.
Oh, that's you. That is you.
Oh.
No.
That is me, smart ass. I love you, Gunny.
I love you too.
Ooh.
I love you too, Cactus and Ryan.
Yay.
Yeah, love
I'm
you
not
too.
picking favorites.
What else we got, Gunny?
That's all. I think. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No. I don't want to forget. Oh my God. Shirt pockets. He got
his
mad at
question
me for forgetting his
for the
Discord
last
question.
2 weeks.
He wants to know, what is your max bench press?
I don't know, man.
Bench press.
I have no idea.
I have no
haven't-
clue.
I haven't bench pressed in fucking since I was in high school, man.
Yeah, I know. I haven't bench pressed since like my sophomore year at college. It's
Fuck.
like,
I lift boxes all day of liquor and wine. I have. I don't know if I've ever.
Boxes all day.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go with 207 pounds. 207.
Damn, Gunny.
I'm
Damn.
pretty strong.
Just one bench, one or a full set?
Twice. 2 times.
Twice?
Yes.
A 2-time set?
Yes.
Hmm.
All right.
And the last one is from a gentleman who I've been talking to from the Blaze X Experience podcast. This is for everybody here. He says, for the next podcast, what are your thoughts on the point-and-click adventure game like Life is Strange and Telltale game series? I know some gamers don't consider them real games because they don't involve a lot of skill, but others disagree. Curious to hear what your thoughts are on this kind of thing.
oh,
I mean, to be honest, like it's still a game. Okay, you're playing.
Yeah.
It's just more of an experience than a game. I still consider it a game, because you do play it. But it's just different. Me personally, I'm kind of sick of them. I tried to play that Life is the prequel to Life is Strange 2 thing, and I just
Captain
can't.
America?
Yeah, the Captain
Yeah.
Spirit. I just can't get into it.
Captain Kid, whatever the fuck his name is.
Captain
Kangaroo.
Spirit.
it's like Captain Awesome or Spirit or something. Yeah.
It's the Adventures of Captain Spirit.
They do get tiring. I mean, I have Life is Strange, the first game, and I think I played like half of the first episode and got bored of it. I legitimately got bored. I bought the whole fucking season because I'm just like, best game ever, Jesus. You're gonna fucking love this. Is the best thing ever made, best story ever told. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to fucking try it.
I swear though,
I like that it's set
thinks
in
everything
Oregon.
is the best thing.
Yeah,
ever.
he does. He thinks everything is fucking good.
It's like everything that he does,
Yeah.
movies watches, like everything's the best.
Because he tries to see the good in everything.
Yeah,
and that's cool, but it's not. Sometimes it's not that good.
Who
Yeah.
are we
It's
talking
just
about?
not.
There's been a couple of movies that he's
hear this.
gone on about, and I've gone to watch them and been like, oh god.
But I mean, Life is Strange. I like the setting. I like that it's in Oregon. I could recognize what they were talking about, the cities and shit they were talking about.
Yeah.
But just like it didn't catch me. Maybe I need to go back to it because, like I said, what was it? The Telltale one that I played not too long ago, was it the Borderlands ones? That one was fucking
the
fun,
Tales from
dude.
the
That was a
Borderlands,
great
yeah.
one. Yeah.
That was a fucking funny shit. I laughed my ass off so many times. I was laughing, and legitimately at the end of that game or movie or series or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I wanted more. I was like, fuck, I wish there was a season 2. If there was, I would have bought it right there and then.
Yeah. Now, if you guys are already if you guys are unaware of it, I think this is one of the best like point and click games ever. It's just it was only on PC and it's unfortunately not available anymore. Thank you, EA, you fuck. It was put out by Westwood Studios back in like '97. There was a point and click game based on Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Amazing game. I mean, yeah, it didn't matter that you were, just running, walking around clicking and stuff, but the clues and everything you would gather, you would then sit down and, piece things together, and depending on how you looked at the clues and what evidence you put together, just totally changed the outcome of the game. Like whether or not different people were replicants, whether or not you were a replicant, it was so cool. And there were little tie-ins with like the movie and stuff, but amazing game. I played through it a number of times, but the game basically became unavailable when EA bought out Westwood Studios and closed it.
Figures.
Yeah.
Which is why it's been taking us forever to get any kind of a Command and Conquer game, because they're the ones who did, because they're the studio who did those games too.
What about the Back to the Future point and click? Were those not EA?
That's the Telltale game.
No, that's Telltale.
Okay.
That was like their first one, like movie one, like their first. And it was great. Well, I only played through the first episode, but it was awesome.
I think it was
that
Sawyer
one
or
in
something like that they did as well.
No, Jurassic Park. They did Back to the Future and Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Back to the Future is rough, dude. I tried to play that a few times, like, 'cause I own it. I'm like, fuck, this is too, it's just too shitty.
Yeah, they've had time to, they've had time to kind of grow and develop, and that's why a lot of the later ones are awesome.
Yeah.
Jeez,
They're saying
the
that
biker gang outside your house is going crazy.
Yeah, my roommate actually owns that fucking motorcycle, motherfucker. Shit's loud.
I know somebody who's actually in all of those. My friend Melissa Hutchison. She was the.
Oh yes.
She did one of the voices in Back to the Future. Also, Wolf Among Us. She was Clementine in Walking Dead. I don't know if she did anything in Tales from the Borderlands or Game of Thrones or Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's the one I want a sequel for, is the Game of Thrones one too, because that completely ends on a cliffhanger, and you're like, what the fuck's gonna happen next? And like,
yeah,
but it doesn't do very well, I don't think.
It's just stupid. It's just like, what the fuck? You guys made a whole badass cliffhanger of like, you're the king of the fucking North or whatever the fuck you're called. I think it's the king of the North, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, where's all the bad people at? I want to know what's going to happen next. Am I going to die at a red wedding too? Like, what the fuck's going on, Like, nothing. Like, it's like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen, like, to the series, guys. We don't, no plans to work on it any further. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That one and the Borderlands one, I want a sequel for.
Yeah.
All the other
Borderlands
ones,
I can see happening.
Yeah.
But I think it'll happen, like, when the next Borderlands is about to come out.
Dude, like, they're going to end the actual Game of Thrones TV show before the next fucking season of that shit comes out, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You guys, I gotta go.
All right, later, bro.
Later, Clint. Hey,
All
All right, well, we're
I'll see
done
you
anyways,
guys.
right?
Pretty much done, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I just wanted to answer the question as well and just say that it's not something that a genre that I typically play, but I did like the first Walking Dead season and the Borderlands one, but it's not something I play all the time. I consider them real games. I know that I've played The Walking Dead, I think even season 1 on the iPad. So, and I can play it on the Xbox, and yeah, it's not your typical action shooter game, and it's not a racing game, but it is a game. And, people like us, all of us can go over there and do these point and click and choose your path and, how you want it to end up and have a great story out of it. And it's still, something that some people might see as like, well, that's not really like, there's no strategy to it, so how can it be a game? But hey, we look at other people that play mobile games all the time. Maybe they're, casual gamers or even in that genre.
Those Telltale games make good mobile games too. Like, you can
They do.
download the first episode for free usually.
It played really well, that Walking Dead. It worked really well. It wasn't wonky as it was like on the Xbox. So, and then the other series was The Wolf Among Us. That was a really good one. So
That was a good one too, dude. That was like one of my favorite ones actually too.
yeah.
That was my favorite one before I played the Borderlands one, and then the Borderlands one became my favorite one.
Yeah, I think we need more of them. How about that? I say we need more, from...
Actually, did you hear that the next one they're making, I think it's The Wolf Among Us, is the next one they're working on. And that one, they said they're actually going to update the engine. They're going to be using a new engine for the game.
Yeah.
Good.
Finally, like fucking 9 years later, you're going to start using a new engine. But yeah, they said they're going to start using a new engine for the games because they realize how wonky it could be sometimes.
There's a whole series on it. I don't know if it's 6 or 9 books or something like that in that universe of the Wolf Among Us.
Oh, there's more than that, dude. Yeah.
Is there? Yeah. So there's a
whole
lot to
series.
do. A lot to do with
Fables,
what we
it's
can do.
called.
I want to read that. Is it good?
And I think it's
Audio
on
book?
Audible too, Jesus. Check that out. Might go on there.
Look up
I think I saw it on
Fables.
there. So yeah, that's all we got for questions, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Done.
Get
We're
us out
done.
of here, Jesus.
Let's go bench press.
You can find Clint over at the GeekDig podcast and a bunch of other podcasts. Just go listen to the GeekDig. He'll tell you like all the 10 other podcasts he does.
I don't think he does so many anymore.
Okay, okay. He used to have like a list of that shit, like fucking this podcast and this one, and this one, and this one. It's like, God, dude, okay. But GeekDig podcast, you can find him on there, and I think his gamer tag. Well, I know his gamer tag is Vengeful Jedi. And yeah, check out our friend over at the Blaze Experience podcast. I mean, he started a podcast not too long ago, and I kind of want to plug it because he's become a community member in a way, and he listens to our show, and he gives us feedback all the time on it. But I go listen to his show. He usually, like the first few episodes, I think like the first 10 or so episodes are about Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
But they're just about Sea of Thieves. Like, if you want to listen to podcasts about Sea of Thieves, go listen to those because that's all he fucking talks about is Sea of Thieves. He talks about the ships. He talks about the fucking guns, the fucking skins, the certain islands, the weather, this, that. He goes into
covers
fucking
it all.
detail. Yeah, he goes into detail about everything, the DLCs, the updates, the patch notes, etc. And then recently he was doing, or I think he still is doing State of Decay 2, which I think that started at episode 11 or something like that, where he started talking about State of Decay 2. And he's got into detail about everything, about the guns, about the updates, etc., the cars. And I think next he plans to go on to the Darwin Project, which is a game that I recommended to him because it became free to play recently. So I told him, check out the Darwin Project, dude. It's like a Battle Royale, but it's more like a Hunger Games than Battle Royale, like PUBG or Fortnite. And he really likes that, so I think he's going to do a series on the Darwin Project.
Yeah, and he did a special episode that was on the Captain Spirit America. What is it called? I can't remember that game is called.
Spirit bullshit, yeah. So,
yeah, that's
dude, man.
The Blaze, it's BLAISE, and then the letter X, and then Perience. He's also got a Discord you can join as well. So
go find him. He's a cool dude. He's an awesome dude. And actually, before he joined our community, and he told me to listen to his show, as soon as I started listening to it, I was like, I've heard this dude's voice before. And sure enough, was before when Sea of Thieves came out. I actually listened to a few of his episodes because he was talking about Sea of Thieves and tips and shit on how to play it. And I even told him, I was like, dude, actually, I've actually listened to your show before, man. And he was like, oh, thanks, dude. I was like, yeah. Anyways, after that, you can find me on Xbox Live Gamertag, Jesus Walkslot. I'll be playing some Halo 5 tonight and some Vermintide 2 with my friends here. And hopefully I could get my fucking asthma fixed. Because, God, I feel like shit. That's it.
sorry you got to do that, bro. Damn.
Dying.
You can find me on Xbox Live under the gamer tag Gib8777. And I'm probably going to jump on to some Halo 5 tonight and hopefully some Vermintide as well. What about you, Gunny?
You can find me Xbox Live and PC Steam stuff. Gamertag Gunny Chief. I'll be playing State of Decay 2, more Battletech, and some Halo night tonight.
That's right.
Yep.
Saturday night is Halo night.
And hey, if y'all want to just play the Vermintide thing or whatever, we're down for it. Let's play some Halo. Let's play some Fiesta Mix.
All right.
What does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. See you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast next week. We love you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I always feel like no one's watching the stream. And I'm doing this for nothing. Guess what?
What?
I have an SLI cable, motherfucker.
Nice.
That's why. I just don't have another video card to plug it into. I also have this sweet USB-C cable
I know where you can stick that cable, Ryan.
into my phone.
Right here into my Switch.
Oh shit, it'll do that too. And then I got this one. This one's cool. This is a USB-C cable, but check it out. It's magnetic, so I can put that in the bottom of my phone. And then when I drop my phone on the table, the cable will just go starts charging my. But it doesn't work because I have a dock in my car, so it doesn't make sense for me to have this plugged in. I don't know why I bought this. Stupid. Hey, Brian Tull, we got one viewer again. One person.
Brian.
Yeah, one person.
Hey, hola, you sexy asshole.
Brian, you win the $1 million giveaway we were having.
Yeah.
Person
We're waiting for the first person to come into the chat.
$1 million for giving it away.
Don't wait. Whoa. Jesus, you said that. $1 million.
Yeah, you're forking up the million, buddy.
It's a collective effort here, guys.
Wait a minute. Now I know why you tried to get me on here today. Fuck you.
Sorry, the PS4 is gone. It's gone. Fucking gone.
Wait, you got rid of your PS4?
Yeah, dude. I'll explain why in a minute.
I have a limited amount of time before I have less than 2 hours before I have to go.
You can't. What?
Clint, it's go big or go home here. That's how we roll.
Yeah, let's go roll
Show
here,
this. You know this show runs like 4 hours.
Okay, speak fast, Jesus. Ryan, speak fast.
A little bit of danger zone. I've been playing a little more Moonlighter. What about you, Jesus?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me, man.
Horrible Gamers Podcast. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
There you go. Show's over, guys. Thank you for joining us.